Someone spent $400 on solo ads last Tuesday and made 0 sales. Someone else spent the same $400 on the same day and walked away with 60 new email subscribers, several of whom converted within 72 hours. Same traffic source. Completely different outcomes. And the difference between those two people is exactly what this video is about. Solo ads have a reputation problem right now. Half the internet says they are dead, scammy, outdated, a relic from 2010 that no serious marketer touches anymore. The other half is quietly using them every single day to build email lists and generate affiliate commissions without touching paid social ads or waiting 6 months for SEO to kick in. You are watching this because you want to know which half is telling the truth. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why both sides are partially right, exactly what separates the people winning with solo ads from the people getting burned, and exactly what that means for your traffic strategy right now. Let us start with why the dead camp exists, because their experience is real, even if their conclusion is wrong. Solo ads grew fast in the early days of affiliate marketing because the concept is genuinely powerful. You pay someone with a large email list to send your offer to their subscribers. You get clicks from people already familiar with the make money online space. You do not need to build an audience first. The barrier to entry is low, and the speed is high. That combination attracted a lot of people who had no business selling clicks, and a lot of buyers who had no business buying them without understanding what they were getting. The result was a wave of low-quality traffic, bot clicks, recycled lists, subscribers who had seen the same offers so many times they had become completely immune to them. People bought clicks, saw terrible results, and concluded that solo ads do not work. That conclusion is understandable. It is also incomplete, because what they experienced was not solo ads failing. It was the predictable outcome of buying traffic from the wrong sellers, with the wrong funnel, for the wrong audience. And here is the thing about that experience that most people never figure out on their own. The solo ads market did not die when low-quality sellers flooded it. It split into 2 completely separate ecosystems operating under the same name. One ecosystem is still producing the kind of results that gave solo ads a bad reputation. The other is generating consistent, trackable, scalable email list growth for affiliate marketers who know exactly what they are doing. Your results in solo ads are almost entirely determined by which ecosystem your money enters. Here is what the winning ecosystem looks like and why it works mechanically. The sellers generating real results share several characteristics that have nothing to do with price per click. They have built their lists through opt-in processes rather than scraping or purchasing. Their subscribers have a recent history of engaging with emails and clicking through to offers. The niche alignment between the seller's list and your offer is tight, rather than broadly labeled as make money online. And critically, those sellers have an economic incentive to maintain list quality because their reputation and their repeat business depend entirely on it. When your click lands in front of a genuinely engaged subscriber who opted in recently, who has been reading emails in your niche, and who has a demonstrated history of taking action on offers, the economics change completely. Opt-in rates on a well-matched squeeze page climb from the 5 to 15% range that mediocre traffic produces to the 30 to 50% range that quality traffic delivers. That is not a marginal difference. That is the difference between a traffic source that bleeds money and one that builds your business. Solo ads are not dead. The mass market version of solo ads, where you buy the cheapest clicks available and hope something converts, is dead, and it deserved to die. What survived is something more valuable: a direct, fast, scalable channel to build an email list in a specific niche without needing an existing audience, without waiting for organic traffic, and without the complexity and cost floor of paid social advertising. For an affiliate marketer with a clean funnel, a congruent offer, and the ability to vet a seller properly, solo ads are not a relic. They are one of the most efficient list-building tools available right now. Have you ever bought solo ads and been disappointed with the results? Tell me in the comments what your opt-in rate was, because that number tells me everything about whether the problem was the traffic source or something in your funnel. Now let us talk about your funnel, because this is where most people losing money on solo ads are actually losing it. Solo ad traffic is cold. It is not as cold as advertising on social media, but it is not warm either. These are people who opted into someone else's list in a related niche. They have not met you. They have not seen your content. They are arriving at your squeeze page with a limited trust budget, and you have roughly 8 seconds to spend it wisely. The squeeze pages that convert well with solo ad traffic share one characteristic above everything else. They make one specific promise immediately relevant to the person clicking. Not a general promise about making money online. A specific promise about solving a specific problem that the niche audience on that seller's list cares about right now. The more precisely your opt-in page matches the intent of the traffic, the higher your conversion rate, the lower your cost per subscriber, and the more likely that subscriber is to open your first email and take action on your affiliate offer. The compounding math of getting this right is significant. The difference between a 20% opt-in rate and a 40% opt-in rate on 500 clicks is 100 new subscribers. Over 12 months of consistent traffic, the gap between mediocre funnel performance and an optimized funnel is not a rounding error. It is the difference between a hobby and a business. Do you currently split test your squeeze pages when buying traffic, or are you sending everything to a single page and hoping it converts? That question splits people into two very different camps. Both of them are in the comments right now. Solo ads reward marketers who treat them as a system rather than a gamble. Every variable is measurable, and every result teaches you something. The sellers, the squeeze pages, the email sequences, the offers, all of it can be tested, adjusted, and improved. That is not the profile of a dead traffic source. That is the profile of an underestimated one. Subscribe to this channel if you want to stay on the side of the people winning with solo ads, while everyone else argues about whether they work. Hit the bell, because the next video explains exactly how to vet a solo ad seller before you spend a single dollar. The algorithm will not surface it unless you have notifications turned on. Tell me in the comments. If you had $200 to spend on traffic this week, would you put it into solo ads or somewhere else, and why? I want to see where this audience actually stands. If you know someone who wrote off solo ads after one bad experience, send them this video. The bad experience was real. The conclusion was wrong. Solo ads did not die, they just got sorted.